Thanks, everyone. Good evening. We have a rather diverse program for you here. We started with Shostakovich Festive Overture, which was written in about 36 hours, I think, maybe 48, it's possible. It was for Centennial in Russia. Many people think that Shostakovich wrote it as actually a celebration of the death of Stalin, but no one is sure. Like all of Shostakovich's music, it's mysterious and sarcastic and has multiple layers of meaning. But even if it didn't have all those things, we sure enjoyed preparing it. And as you may know, the youth orchestra, most of the youth orchestra, is going to Chicago this year, thanks to a great deal of help and fundraising from the Friends of the GSYO and a very enthusiastic bunch of parents and students. We're making a pretty exciting trip to Chicago happen in April. And one of the many things we're going to do is be coached by members of kind of a good orchestra, Chicago Symphony. It's okay, you know, no one else was available that day, so we thought we would throw them a bone, you know. No, seriously, it's going to be really exciting. We've actually been talking with them over email in the last couple of weeks and are hoping to announce some very exciting specifics about that within the next month or so. But we're going to be playing in Chicago for the Chicago Symphony members, at least some of the repertoire that you're hearing today. We'll not be doing it in concert, it'll be a private coaching. But believe me, we'll be nervous enough just in front of a few Chicago Symphony Orchestra members, and it's an exciting goal to work towards. And the other thing we're doing in Chicago is playing the score to a silent film. Title is to be announced, but we have a contact with an organization called the Silent Film Society of Chicago, who has arranged for us to perform at the Patio Theater, which is a historic movie palace there. And they already have an excellent local audience who comes to their events, who enjoys silent films with modern or period scores. So we're going to be playing one of those, and just in case you don't happen to be free to fly to Chicago that weekend, we're going to be doing it here in Greensboro also on April 13th at the Carolina Theater at 3 o'clock p.m. So please keep an eye out for that. That is open to the public. It's sort of a unofficial kind of additional youth orchestra event this year in addition to our concerts. Just to give you a short introduction to these last two pieces, the next piece we're playing is a rather unknown piece by Richard Strauss, who of course wrote a lot of very wonderful, difficult music for extraordinarily large orchestras. And this is a piece called Solemn Entrance of the Knights of the Order of St. John, and it was originally written for percussion and brass, but it was transcribed by the composer himself for full orchestra. So this is Richard Strauss's transcription of his own piece. It's a really quite a marvelous gem of the repertoire that one doesn't get to hear performed very often. So that's that, and then we're closing with a wonderful showpiece by the French composer Emmanuel Chabrier called España. So thank you very much for joining us all today, and I hope to see you at our next concert.